And we're back for the next episode of the podcast with the one and only Craig Boyce, aka Flowz420. Is it gone, San? You good?
Aye.
Nice to finally meet you.
Aye, you too, man.
I know,
It's
man.
been a long time.
Long time coming, eh?
Aye, man.
You've been fucking sharing all my shit for time, so thank you very,
welcome,
very much for
Likewise,
that.
man.
Aye, man, that's good. That's good. You are one of those guys that's like always praising cunts, and I love to see that because it's good because you didn't get it very much these days, eh? Like folk just like.
That's what I think, mate. The more support, the more people will get pushed.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? But
Exactly.
without the support, man, we're getting nowhere. Like,
I know. All the
nowhere.
emojis too. You need to add a bit of colour into the post and that. You know what I mean?
Aye, you're right, man.
That's
You're
it, man.
What, pow. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Aye, man, big them up as much as I can, man, just so people actually listen.
I know it's good. It is good though, because
It's-
like it's hard, like because you see like a wee 20-minute, like a wee clip, like 2-minute clip, somebody rapping and that, and you're like, oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm too much of a fucking space cadet to be like, oh, nice, no bad, and like I'm always really busy and shit, and I end up like no, and I'm bad for no sharing people's shit and
Oh,
yeah, like
I
I'm
need to give everybody a chance, man. Like, no matter
aye.
who it is, like, if it's rubbish, I'll still share it. Like, I'm not even joking, mate. Like,
No,
if it is, like, if I'm not feeling it or anything, I'll still share it.
Just put the
because-
share, just
because
less
it's not
text.
it's not just about me, mate. It's that other people might like it. Do you know what I mean? So that's
That's
the way
very
I see
true.
it. Like, not just because I don't like it, I'm not going to share it. I'm sharing it because other people might like this. Do you know what I mean? So
It's just a weird thing as well, like, because like not right. Big Chris, fuck you. And he's been pointing out every time I say weird, and apparently I say it all the fucking time. So, thank you for pointing that out. And neighbour pal. So, I've fucking lost my train of thought completely there. Jesus Christ! I heard myself say the word weird, and I just instantly was like, oh no, I've caught it. I've already fucking done it.
that's a man. You're just laughing at you now.
Honestly, man, like I think he said that I said it 11 times or something during the GMO interview, and then
I'm
like
going to go back and count it now. I'm going to watch it.
honestly, fucking god, it's one of those things because I've never fucking noticed that I say that word a lot, but I know why I say that a lot because I see when I see like a conflict between two things, like you know, like that's saying one thing, but or like this person's saying one thing, but they're doing another, and they're
Aye.
very hypocritical, or like two things that like mash together that you know seem like that it's just like you know. Try to give you like an example, like if you see like the way that some people think about things, but then when you really think about it, it's actually everybody's thinking about it the wrong way.
Aye,
Kind of thing, like
definitely.
just the way social media, like you know, says that some stuff's hate speech when they're absolutely fine with like you know, watching somebody getting murked, like
Aye,
you know what I
aye.
mean? It's like cut's getting his head chopped off, but God forbid you drop an N-bomb. You know what I mean?
Aye,
Like,
you get fucking-
it's like, mate, there's levels to this shit, but you're absolutely fine with watching some cunt getting their head lobbed off. It's like, that's weird, mate. And that was an okay time to fucking say it. Oh, honest to God. But
I keep on saying man all the time, but
Aye.
man, that was just fucking annoying. See that way I knew I was doing it, and I'm like, I need to
start
stop
getting
this.
annoyed at yourself.
Aye,
eh?
and I'll try to stop it, but it just keeps on coming naturally. I'm like, for fuck's sake, and that's another one. Fuck's sake. Do you know what I mean? Like, I need to cut this shit out, man.
I know. What I found is you just need to speak a little slower and consider the words that you're saying. And this is one of the things, see, because of doing this podcast, I've noticed how much of a fucking idiot I sound like. Like, I don't like the way I sound at all. Like, I feel like my voice is in too high a register, makes me sound like I'm a bit of a dweeb. Just wee things like that, eh? And then,
It's
like, obviously, like, I feel like, because sometimes I can talk really fast and, like, people didn't really understand what I'm saying, especially when I'm trying to, like, parse out like make a point about a situation, or like you know to try to make a point about something, and I'm just trying to speak far too fast, and that ends up fucking me up mentally because I think really fast because ADHD and that. So like, it's weird, eh? Fuck off.
Going to be counting this.
I know, mate. Honest to God, he's going to be sitting watching this, just fucking pissing himself laughing right now. Oh well. Anyway, guess what? I had to fucking Google today. What principium meant?
Principium.
Was that is Eon? IONE? Is that?
You thought about that track?
The tune, aye.
Principium.
Principium, is that Is that all right? I wasn't sure how you. I was just
Aye.
Principium. That's what I was just different.
I don't know,
Fucking
man.
aye,
Principium anyway,
but it's
man.
basically principle, like not the first. Like that's quite cool. It's good track. Was that the Fifth Element guys you had in there?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, so I put them in that track like, just to help promote them too, do you know what I mean?
Aye. Cunts were being a bit dodgy about them, they were fucking like getting
there
tetchy as
was
fuck.
There was one guy who was saying about it, saying that you'll get nowhere and all that. The guys were laughable and all that, and the fucking the hats or something and all that. I'm like that, mate. Long way. Like, I don't really care. Do you know what I mean? I done it to help them. They've helped me out. Like they got me my first gig.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
Is that at the Purple Arts venue?
No. So I done my first gig a good few years ago. Like about 4 years ago or something. I done my first gig.
Nice, man.
But that was in
Where was it?
In
Claybank?
Claybank, Awestruck Academy. Done it in there, man.
I've heard of that. Did they do that like once a year or something?
I don't know, but
I've heard it. I've maybe just.
I don't know.
I think I've maybe been like invited to a Facebook page or something.
Because I know that Morgan and all that, they had a gig in there last year. I think it was.
That's maybe what I've
I think
seen.
it was last year. I can't remember.
I fucking probably wasn't it last year, mate. You could have fucking anything last year.
But I think they put different events on, like for different like things like guitarists and all that. I know, do you know what I
Aye,
mean? So
not
I don't
just the
think
one
it's
type of
just
thing.
the once a year. I think they do a few things, man.
Nice, man.
But aye.
That fucking I used to play loads of gigs in Bathgate and not in Bathgate, but like around about that area. Like I was in metal bands when I was younger, and like the guys I was in bands with were off that area, and we were like hanging about in that area. And I'd never heard like I've played the Regal and all that, but I never heard the Purple Arts. Is that like a new kind of thing or like?
See, it's heavy hidden, man. Like
Aye.
I would say it's well hidden. Like I don't know. I've only been there a couple of times myself. Do you know what I mean? So.
When's it? There's a show coming up soon, isn't it? It's like next week or something.
Aye, the start of April, I think it is.
Start of April. Aye, that looks minted. I need to get myself down.
I was supposed to do that gig. I got asked to do that gig, but I ended up just.
Oh, you're not doing it? I thought you were doing it.
No, man, I knocked it back.
Oh, did you?
Aye, man.
Too busy.
It's not even that, mate. It's like the money too. Do you know what I mean? But I know it sounds stupid.
No, mate, it's fucking no. Like you've got a way to deal with. You know what I mean?
4 wins, mate. It's
You get
not
4 wins.
Aye, man.
Fucking
it's not
hell.
even just
Family
one.
man out here.
Look, it's 4 wins, man.
Jesus.
Like, so you try to budget all that, and
Aye, I
like,
can
and I
imagine.
don't work either. Like so, like my missus works, but so when she's working,
You the stay at home.
The stay at home there. You know
That's
what I
it,
mean?
mate. That's it. Fucking 2022.
I'll take
fucking
that. I'll take that time.
equality
man,
right here, boy.
I'll take that time and just sit and write shit, watch wins and that. Do you know what I mean?
No,
But,
mate. Somebody's got to do it.
that's why I always say that I always appreciate. See this, even this podcast,
Aye, man.
like everything, mate, and the people I meet, I appreciate it more.
Well,
other
that's
people.
a really good fucking
But,
attitude to have. Like,
because like at the start, mate, like I found it heavy, hard to fit. Like if put my foot in this scene altogether. Do you know what I mean? I struggled, man.
aye.
Like, and that's why I was just pure doing the Facebook videos and all that shit and fucking.
That's it, man. You need to do it
Aye,
though.
man.
You need to fucking just try and fucking carve out a wee lane for yourself. And to be fair, in terms of actually playing rap gigs, I must have only done like 3 or like maybe 2 or 3. I don't actually think I've done like, because back when I was doing, like I've actually battled more times than I've performed my tunes live. That's mental.
It just shows you're meant to be a battle rapper.
Mate, I didn't even, like, I just started battle rapping because fucking Jails asked me. He was like, you want to do your debut? And I was like, why no? It's an opportunity. To be fair, it was really good. I just battled on Premier Battles a couple of weeks ago when Dank was there as well, Captain Dank. I thought that lad is a space cadet, mate. I love him to bits, man. But we were doing there, and I never got through. I get told it was very close. I'm not gonna lie, I'm absolutely beeling because like I'm actually the next leg. It's a tournament. It was like a fucking 16-man tournament, and the next leg, I've already booked my fucking accommodation for it down there because I'm going down there for my stag do. And I was got to date whilst I was on my stag do. Turns out I'm just going to the battles now. I'm no battling. Although I definitely should send Briggsy a message saying, by the way, if anybody pulls it, give that shout, mate. Fucking, I'll lock and load that. Aye, 100%. Mate, you need to do that type of shit. That's how you fucking. That's the opportunities fucking
Mate,
come and get you, man.
See, like, ages ago, like again when I was starting and all that, they were asking people who wanted to do battles and shit. And let's see that way, I was up for it. Like I was like, I'll try and match me with somebody. I'll battle them, no
Aye.
bother. Nah, man. Nobody got back to me
Never
at
got
all.
back.
I asked a couple. It wasn't even just once. I asked like a couple of times to do it
Aye, man.
because I was actually wanting to see how good I can like be and all that.
It's
Like,
fucking different, mate. It's so
I
different.
know it's like I love a challenge, mate. Like, I just love eating challenging. Like I like to challenge myself to better myself because I just always want to because like I always grew up thinking I would have nothing, mate. Like no talent. Everybody else was pure good at something.
Aye.
I was at cast, you know what I mean? So, and eventually, mate, when I got into music, I was like, this is like definitely my.
You're kind of your pocket. Aye, I know that feeling, mate. I know that fucking feeling.
Aye, man, it's mad.
It's good though.
But
Nah, yeah, it would be good. Like, if Mackenzie, if you're listening to this, you've got somebody who'll fucking jump on for an iron bars against somebody. Mackenzie's good at putting them on. It's good. I've been so lucky that nobody's pulled out of the battles that I've done. Because, like, see, I would be so beeling if I had a battle with somebody. And, like, you know, you hear about people day of cancelling. It's like, the guy's already made his fucking journey to the venue. And, like, he's messages, like, an hour before your cunts are supposed to fucking, like, go on, and I'm not coming, and you guys like,
oh,
you're
don't,
fucking
mate.
serious. Mate,
don't, man.
That's
Don't.
honestly,
that
'cause
happened to me the other day, man. That happened to me
wait, what?
last month, man. Fucking, like, I was meant to do a track, and the boy, like, when I was already on the train and shit, he's like, I didn't like to do it today.
That's fucking bad pattern,
And
mate.
I'm like,
It's
mate,
bad
you can't
pattern.
do that now. I'm already on the train. I've got a babysitter and all that now, so I'm already en route.
Aye, that's
But we ended up getting my other pal. We had to do it like without him, so we don't know if he's adding his verse in later or what.
oh, so
But
it wasn't he actually? I thought you were meaning like somebody like doing the
No.
recording for you. It was
No,
just somebody that was on the
actual
tune.
cunt doing the track, man.
Yeah, well, fuck
track,
it. They can go and make fucking. They can go pay for studio time themselves.
But-
And get the fuck.
I know it would have been good if he was on it, but I don't know if he's going on it. I've not even heard what's happening. I'm nothing, man. Like, I done a preview. Like, I put a preview up. And cunts were pure feeling it, man. But see that way, I don't think it's going to.
Have you? It's no fucking came up on my. Mate, I've been. When did you put it up? Because was it in the last couple of weeks?
No,
Oh, was it even further
it was
back?
last
Or maybe I've seen it then.
last one for something.
Aye.
See,
Since this fucking new Elden Ring game came out, mate. I've just
addicted
been
to
like,
it.
it's not that I've been addicted to, like, I've got so much shit today, all day, every day anyway, because I'm planning a wedding, I work fucking at least 40 hours a week every week, and then, like, you know, prepping for battles and housework, looking after 5 animals, like, you know what I mean, and then you end up getting a fucking, like, started to playing the fucking game. Have been, like, I've like, in the last month I've stuck 60 hours into it, which is like what, over like 2.5 days worth of game time I've got on it now, and I'm not even halfway through it. Like, but it's just like try to find the fucking, like, I'm genuinely coming home from my work and it's like, you know, get home from work. I work 8 till 7, so finish at 7 o'clock at night, come in, dinner, watch an episode of something on the TV with the missus whilst the chinchillas run about and do whatever, and then it's like, right, cool. It's 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, and now I've got to go do my extracurricular shit that I've got to do to try and keep on top of stuff. That's like, it's so annoying, mate, honestly. But we do what we do, you know what I mean? Just need to keep fucking grinding, and then that's the thing. I just want to get away from working for some cunt, mate. Like, I don't want to be fucking tied down to a like. It's actually, fucking. Me and Melrose are doing a tune about that very same thing, like fucking just like, it's called the Rat Race, It's going to be a fucking ridiculous tune, by the way.
What? Are
Looking
you
for
doing that tune with Melrose?
Aye.
Or is that the tune the challenge?
Yeah, exactly. And
Is that what it's called?
yeah, well, I mean that's the idea. I don't know if we're going to call it that or whatever, but like I was just like sprouting out ideas, and I was like, what about the idea of the Rat Race, where it's like, you know, like you work all day to get the really good job, to get the really nice car, to get the really nice missus, and then you have wins, and then you go and what the better job, and then you want to become the manager, and then you get a bigger house and a bigger car. Before you know it, you've spent fucking 60 years of your life, or like like 20 full years of your life in the office, your family fucking hate you. You've got all this shit, and you're not happy. You know what I mean? It's like people just live for. It's like that fucking illusion of like actually having something just because it's like a physical thing in front of you. You know what I mean? It's like fucking, what was Akala said it so fucking well, mate. It was like, money is a means to get wealth, not to wealth itself. It's like bars, mate. Aye, mate. But it's true. Like fucking, you see people like doing a 9 to 5 that they're just indifferent about. Like, I like my job. Like, it's a good job that I've got. I just drive street to street helping cunts fix their internet. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a good
Simple.
job. I'm just. It's not simple. It's a fucking pain in the arse sometimes, but it's good because I've not got a manager hanging in the back of my head, and a manager trusts me, and I've never had a problem. But the difference is, the problem is, it's like, why be happy? Fucking, I spend 11 hours a day doing something that doesn't fucking matter at all to me, because it's just what's easy and what's expected. I don't know why people fucking do it. And I mean, if you're fine with it, I suppose, who am I to say you shouldn't be fine with it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, some people just, you know, go to their work, come back, and they're happy as old Larry. I guess I've just got fucking, I want better than that. I want to be able to fucking wake up in the morning, do what I want to do, and then spend time with my family. You know what I mean?
Aye.
It's like best of both worlds.
It's fucking time, innit?
That's the thing, mate. That's the thing. That's
There's
why
not
I'm,
enough time in the day, man, to do everything you want. It's annoying, man.
it's trying to be fucking, it's planning, to be honest, though, because you could piss in, you know what I mean? Like, the old saying, like, fucking, throw something at the water that sticks.
No.
Oh, mate, it's a fucking, see if you you know, you put this, like, you know, make a plan, right? I'm going to put a bit of sellotape on the wall so it makes it stickier, and then I'm going to throw it, more likely to stick. You know what I mean? Kind of like, there's ways you can go about it, because like, I see so many people working their arse off, doing like music and doing like, you know, wee things like here and there, where like they're like trying to grow their YouTube channel and they're doing loads of things, and I fear getting into that loop myself. But then like, they just never get anywhere. If you know what I mean, like, they didn't, like, that's a fucking terrifying shit to me. It's like, see, try to put all the effort in and then eventually no getting anywhere. Saying that, I say that, but then when you think about it, it's like, the journey's kind of the fun part. You know what I mean?
Aye,
See,
definitely.
Aye, but that's the thing you need to realise. It's like,
I put a tune out, like, on that El Morgan channel.
aye, mate,
That
was minty.
No, the one with Morgan, but it was another one I done.
Aye, the one was that before or was it after?
It was after that one, and it was.
I'm sure I've seen it, but I'm pretty sure I
I
was
just
right.
didn't feel that track at all. Like,
No.
it was. I've just been sitting on it, and see that way I had the chance to release it. Like,
Aye.
and I did. Then seeing now, like, I keep checking the views and shit. Even when I keep sharing it and that, like, it's just no going up, man. It's sitting at 100 odd views. Like, I'm feeling like that's fucking the worst I've ever done, man. You know?
It is what it is, though, man.
I don't know what's happening with people. I don't know if it's because I'm just pure showing my face and I'm like, alright, I'm getting sick of him now, seeing him all the time.
It's not
maybe
that.
I should take a break, then release it. But see, that way, because I've waited long enough and never put it in it and slacked for 4 years, man. And
Aye.
now that I've actually had that opportunity, I want to keep releasing shit. When
Aye,
I've got
get
the
the
chance.
fucking momentum
Do
going.
you know what I mean? So people know that I'm not
Aye.
going to fucking fuck about this time, and they'll go back to where I started.
Yeah.
Because I kept on doing that to myself, and like, aye, man, and it was always because of relationships, past relationships, mate. It always fucked me, man.
That's it, bun.
But
That's it.
now, like, that's totally changed. Now I found obviously the right person and all that, and she supports me 100%. Do you know what I mean? So
I couldn't
that's what
imagine
man.
going back to a situation where like I've been with really only the one person that was like extremely toxic, but fuck me, that just destroyed me, mate. Like, because I like to think I'm a nice person and I try to do what's right by people, but see when somebody's intentionally going out their way to make your life misery because they're a fucking hurt person. It's just like they're a fucking damaged person themselves. They're like, you know what I mean? Like they've been damaged. It's like fucking.
Mate, I've already got that, man. Like, I think I've still got a mad fucking enemy cunt. I don't know what the fuck he is, man. He's a fucking nutter, man. But he's like, he made my life fucking hell, man. Like, about 3 years ago, man.
This isn't like I was talking about like a relationship wise. This is just a pal, just a pal,
And he just pure see that way, but like it was like I don't know, it was weird, man. Seeing the shit he was doing, man, you were like you just don't expect it, and it was that bad, mate. My anxiety just was pure so fucked, man. Never done anything, mate. Never even went out my house or nothing.
Aye, fuck's
It was
sake.
fucking brutal, man. But relationships can be toxic no matter what relationship it is.
See when people start like being manipulative and then like intentionally like fucking with your head.
Yeah.
Mate, that is some of the creepy shit you can do.
I've had that, mate.
It sounds like it.
Aye, but I had the fucking cunt spray paint and shit that were on about this and that.
That were supposed to be your pals.
Aye, well, no in the mirror was.
Aye, I know. Was it like after you fell out?
Aye, mate. It wasn't even like in a mad place where hardly any cunt would see it. He'd done it in the fucking actual motorway, mate, like under a flyover. So like cunts were my cousin messaged me, man, showed me it, man, and it was actual my pal AJ, like fucking
AJ,
aye, he showed
fucking
me
hell.
at the time, man. He fucking hanged that all out for us, because obviously it was a lot of shit. He was just a jealous bastard, man. But
aye, cunts will be cunts, mate.
I know, mate, you would think somebody would get out something 5 years, you know what I mean? It's fucking stupid. It's stupid hanging on.
At that point, you really need to think, like, are they annoyed at me, or are they trying to deal with some shit in, like, themselves? Because it's like, any cunt that holds a grudge for 7 years, I mean, it depends what it is, I suppose. But, like, you know what I mean? It's like, live and let live, mate.
I never even done it, never done it at all, man.
No.
Obviously, people would say that, do you know what I mean?
Aye.
I never done it.
Aye, mate, I never done it. I never done it. Fucking.
That, do you know what I mean? But I've actually never done it, mate. That's really good. I was just a hero. that's all. Like, I'm the hero, you're the villain. That was. Like,
oh, is it?
Aye, mate.
I'm gonna need to go back and listen to that with a bit more context now. Just to see. Hold on, what did I miss here?
Something, man. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking mad. It's just crazy.
I've had it. Luckily, touch wood, I've not had very many pals who've like done shit like that when I've been older. But I had a few of them when I was fucking younger. Like,
mate, see,
some really bad pals actually.
I don't think I've got any pals. I swear to God, mate. They're all snaky, man. I don't know who to trust anywhere, man. I've been snaked that many times, do you know what I mean? Like, the only people, see, because I've moved in that, they couldn't contact me anymore. Like, it's like they would only contact when they wanted something or wanted to know something. I'm like, nah, fuck that shit. You just can get your fuck, that's just pure snaky and fake, man. Can't be asked with that, man. And obviously, they don't get in touch. And the only time I get in touch with people is like people I don't even know, like, such as yourself, Morgan, fucking Kid Robotic, and all that, people like them. But that's the only time I get to chill out with people like-minded people. Aye, classes pals, man. But even that, I only get in touch with them is when we're doing something music-wise. Or something
I get that. I get that.
Chill, like, do you know what I mean? That's what. Aye, man. It's pure annoying, man. You're just sitting in your gaff, knowing, like, aye.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, man.
Just fucking, it's depressing.
Try to make sure that's kind of a wee bit closer to your face there, man. Just see if you like kind of bend the arm a wee bit. Hold on.
Don't know it.
Just so it's kind of a bit more closer, so we're picking up the same volume, because I've got mine. Mine's is quite loud, and then it sounds a wee bit strange. So.
And I'm pure low in it.
Aye, just for your viewing pleasure.
Sorry, Trips.
So what have you got coming up then? You got anything you're sitting on? Anything you've been working on?
Aye, man.
You got all bright faced there. You're like,
aye, mate. The
world's my oyster.
Mate, I'm sitting on so much, man.
Aye.
I've just wrote a couple of free tunes, so I did, and it's like a couple of weeks ago. I just wrote 3 of them, basically together, man, and see.
Nice.
I'm proud of it, man. Like, I've even got them shaped with a hook. I cannot write hooks to save myself, man. So I've been trying to write hooks. But let's see.
You give AJ a shout for that, mate.
When I done that feature I was talking about with it, like I done like a pre-hook, like a stupid wee just I keep doing that and things just to get used to it. Do you know
Aye.
what I mean? To get used to what a hook would be. But I've done a couple of hooks in these 2 tracks, but I don't know if they're decent hooks. Do you know what I mean? But I don't even give a fuck, mate, because like
Aye.
I know I'm going to get better anyway. Like,
No, definitely.
do you know what I mean? That's the point of progressing. Like,
100%,
obviously, you
and-
need to be shite to be good.
And
Do you know what I mean?
you didn't want to like no day something because you're like, oh, I'm no good at it. It's like nobody's good at it the first time.
Man.
You know what
It's
I mean?
like, and you would kick yourself if you didn't try it, thinking you were going to be shite at it. I had that in my
Exactly.
head, do you know
Mate,
what I mean?
so many people live their life like that. You know what I mean? They'll never do something because they just like they didn't want to embarrass themselves.
Aye.
It's got to eat your pride sometimes, mate.
Oh, mate.
Got to eat your pride sometimes.
I remember even just starting off, like, it was so embarrassing, man. Like, I started off and I watched that Straight Outta Compton. And like,
The movie, aye.
aye, man, like, I was in a gaff, mad with it. Like, for a New Year, I got stuck up there and I was fucking, I don't know what the fuck I was smoking, man. I was pure tripping up on it and everything, mate. And I was just sitting there watching it, man. Ah, this is class, I want to do that. Like, I want to try and learn how to rap, man.
Aye.
And I was watching fucking Britain's Got Talent. And fucking, there was a group called Duke.
Alright.
They were a vocalist, a guitarist, and a beatboxer.
Alright, nice.
And they were minted, man. I'm like, I want to learn how to beatbox, man. So taught myself that, and I was rapping in American. I already knew how to play the guitar, and I could sing a wee bit.
I've seen you playing a wee bit of guitar for time gone by.
Aye, fucking years ago that, man.
Aye, man.
But, I ended up putting it all together and rapping in American. I wrote my first song, but it wasn't like a rap song in American. It was like a piss take.
Aye.
You know, you get the mad
Parody.
piss take song.
Aye.
A parody. I done one of them, like a stoner tune, and then I done another one after that, like, because everybody loved the stoner one. I done another one, but it was about being on the brew.
Aye.
Fucking Clydebank shopping centre. I helped my granny with her shopping and all that. Mate, I named all the shops.
Just all comical ass tunes,
Mate,
aye.
I pure named all the shops and all that. And
In an American accent.
Aye, man.
Fuck me.
It sounded fucking good,
Oh,
man.
that'd have been such a clash of cultures, mate.
It sounded good, man, but see that way, like, when I started beatboxing, cunts were like, what you doing? Like,
You beatbox?
aye, man.
Ah, nice. I beatbox.
So, do you, aye?
I used to do it all the time, but like I don't like much anymore. But I was not too bad.
See, that's the same with me. Like, when I started, cunts were saying it was shite and all that, and then obviously I was rapping in American, and it was somebody that told me, like, you should start rapping in Scottish. And see that way, like, I tried it and I was like, that's it. Like you were saying, you hate the sound of your voice.
That's it.
I hated it, man, and it was pure weird. It was fried, man. I didn't like it. So
I
I done
find-
it.
Sorry, I'm cutting you off. Continue. Sorry.
So I done a fucking another American tune about my bra and all that. Like, who I've no met and shit, and fucking.
Oh fuck. I've got a sister. No mate.
I see, I had a sister I never met. I only met her once, like 3 years ago, mate. 3 years ago, I think. No, it wasn't 3 years ago. I'm talking pure shit. It was a while ago. I met her once at the 20 odd year, and she's gone now, man. Like, so I can't get to see her anymore.
As in
Like,
she's passed away.
man.
Oh fuck's sake,
So I only
mate.
got to meet my sister once my whole life, man.
Jesus, bro, that's not good.
I don't know if my brother wants to know us or anything, man. So I don't. But so when I contacted him and shit, and he was being dry and shit, I wrote a song, but in American. Like funny.
Mate, it is what it is.
But I blanked out my face and all that. Like, I put the phone, like, so it was like a carpet, and it was blacked out, and it was just my voice you would hear.
All right,
Do you know what I mean? So I didn't want anybody to see my face, me be all making a tit of myself rapping in American and all that. But I released that, man. Cunts were obviously bigging it up. I don't know why, because when I listened to it back, it was fucking shite. So I don't know, that's what you call pure fake support, right? But I appreciate it. I do.
Aye, mate.
I appreciate it, honestly.
Definitely, man. No, fucking.
But aye, man, I ended up fucking getting totally up in Scottish and fucking. I listened to. It was Simba.
I've listened to one of his tunes. I seen him release on Scotty Media, and it was really good.
Class,
But apart,
man.
like, this is one of the problems. I think somebody needs to make a fucking Scottish hip hop database, mate. Like, and just actually have, like, you know, because there's apparently, like, you know, I've been doing this now for a couple years. I don't even know, mate. Years didn't matter since the fucking pandemic happened, because, like, I don't know, it just seems like I can't fucking count how many years I've been doing anything anymore. Anywho, but I just feel like there's so many. Like I'll be like talking to somebody and they'll talk about some like a random rapper and I'm like, who? And they're like, he's one of the biggest rappers in this country. I'm like, well, how have I not heard of him? But it's just because you didn't like, you know, like if they're not
Because you're
getting
not looking for them, that's why, you know.
but it depends on like, you know, where is this getting released? Who's sharing it? Because cunts didn't share shit. You know what I mean? And if it's older stuff, you're not gonna, you know, there's no just archive somewhere where you can go back and check that. You know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's, like how you supposed to know? Like, fucking, like I'm, like a lot. I wouldn't say. I mean, I bet you a lot of people do know about Respect BA, but there'll be a lot of guys, like newer guys, that'll not ken who Respect BA is. Like, do you ken who Respect BA is?
I've heard them.
Aye, like
no actual list.
fucking. It's like battling like the biggest cunts in the world on Don't Flop and shit. Like, and then you've got like what's his name? Soul, who's I don't think he makes tunes. I'm not sure if he makes tunes, but he's like, you know, one of the biggest battle rappers on the planet. He's from Scotland.
Aye.
People don't fucking know this shit. It's like, it's weird, man. That is weird, Chris, so fuck off. But yeah, like, I don't know. I would like to see something like that, like, you know, just like having like some type of database or like some type of, I don't know how you would do it, but you need to make like an app or something. It's like a list of all the Scottish rappers A to Z, and then like, you know, fucking top music videos and like, I don't know, it'd be a weird concept because like, you couldn't really have like a social media platform that was only for Scottish rap, because the only fucking people that would listen to it would be Scottish rappers. You know what I mean? Like, that's
it depends who you've got on it, I think, because people that for here can reach different countries and shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like McCroy and Shogun and all that have reached, even Melrose and all that, and Sherlock, they've reached different countries over
yeah, you see his new fucking up to
if people
standard.
up here other countries can understand them, man, we've got a chance. Do you know what I mean?
Aye. I don't even think it's the fucking other countries, man. I think Scottish people need to start listening to Scottish rap.
Like, well, that day, aye.
Like what? It seems like a load of people I know, like, will listen to like Biggie and Tupac and that, and just try to stick some Scottish rap on that's good, and they're like, mate, turn that off.
I'm not going to lie, man. Like, I only just started listening to Tupac and Biggie like 4 years ago or something.
Aye.
Like, do you know what I mean? I never, like, see, when I heard rap, I wasn't even interested in it. I hated it. It was fucking shit. Like, my pal would turn it on and I would like turn that off, mate.
You just done guitar music back in the day?
No, mate, I was more like hardcore till I die, mate.
Oh, really? I
fucking bouncy tunes, mate. Big up the mono. Wednesday for her, man, my music taste would be shite. Do you know what I mean? But I fucking I used to listen to bouncy tunes and all that, man.
DJ Cammy.
I wouldn't go that far, right? But
that's fucking. But that's like primary school shit. Oh god! Oh, Ken, I didn't know they were Scottish. I didn't know they were all Scottish until like a couple year ago. I thought they were like worldwide. I just didn't know because I was like a fucking Wayne, you know what I mean? And I was like, hold on, DJ Cammy and DJ Rankin and that are off of Scotland. It's like, fucking.
My cousin's good pals with him. He stays up here. He's a DJ. Chris Boom, do you know him? Yeah.
No. I don't know many DJs. I know a couple. Ken, I used to go to school with Chrissy Meakin, who's played with Hardwell and all that. So, aye. But there's another laddie from my school that I went to. It was in my school. It was the year below me. And was like fucking releasing tunes on like spinning records or something. That's the one that like you hear all like the big room kind of like Showtech and all that like release on there. And I was like mental. Like he was doing that in like fucking high school. Mental, man. I don't know what the fuck he's up to now. Just I didn't talk to anybody from where I come from anyway. Right?
No.
Other than my pals that I talk to, like I don't hang about the fucking. You just like random fucking circles you see. I suppose that's what happens. Like people like stop hanging about outside and you just see cunts about. And then like,
you're right. And then
exactly.
That's life now. Fuck.
Ken, what's weird? See when you go and you meet a pal, like you see somebody who you were really good pals with in school or that, and you go and up to them and talk to them like you've not seen them for like 10 years, and it's like talking to a fucking stranger.
Oh no, you just put that. You've been up to for 10 years, nothing, mate.
I know, no, but like
not much.
See, it's I feel like people look at me and they're like I don't know. Like, I'll see somebody I've not talked to in like 10 years, and I'll get all giddy and I'll like start being a fanny like I used to be when I was like pals with them, and just like shooting the shit in that, and it's like they're looking at me a bit weird. Like, I've not talked to you in so long, mate. It's like I don't know who you are anymore, and that it's like I start feeling awkward in that. I don't know.
See, when I bump into somebody and I've not seen them in ages, and I find that they're still talking about the same shit as what they were talking about before the last time, I'm not that.
Ah, mate, the people you find
See, like,
a lot of cunts are stuck in high school. You ever noticed that?
I stuck where they are, man.
Aye. It's just like they're still talking about like, yo, no, like she shagged her and like she's with his boboyfriend and that. It's like,
the same,
who cares, mate? Get get a
music,
real
mate.
life.
Or I'd have been the same. Not gonna lie, man. I got away for that as fast as I fucking could.
Mate, see, I think, I don't know if I was uniquely lucky, but like Livy is really, really good to like. I see if you want to not live where you came from, Livy's a good place to grow up because nobody wants to fucking stay in Livy. And if you want to stay in Livy, I'm judging you because it's such a cesspit, mate. I call it the Slippy Valley because you try to get out and it just fucking pulls you back to the centre, which is literally called the centre. But aye, no, I just find that like Livy had like, I think at this current moment in time you'll be lucky if it has like 5 pubs. Like 5 places you can go and have a drink other than restaurants.
Oh, is it pure empty, man?
There's fucking nothing to do, mate. There's nothing. If you want to go anywhere past 10, like you know, like actual nightclub kind of thing, like past 10 o'clock at night, you've got 3 options in the whole of Livingston. And Livingston's got 180,000 people that live in it. It's about the same size as fucking Motherwell, I think now. Like, I mean, I might be wildly off with that. That's a.
Just think the queues would be massive.
They fucking are.
The shops are all left, man.
Mate, hoaching with people. Like, there used to be a thing that used to, like, Club Earth was, it used to be Club Earth, then it went to EQ, HQ, and now I think it's like a fucking church or something, but so I don't even know if that maybe is even open at the weekends, but it was basically, the way that the place was set out, you had like, it was a big like hexagon, or like octagon or something, and there was a big octagonal like dance floor in the middle, and then there was walls partitioning you for like the seating area, and the seating area would go round in a big hexagon as well, so it was kind of like a big giant thing. So the fucking daily routine was, right, go get your drink for the bar, go do a round, see if you see anybody you know, can't find anybody, finish your drink, go out for a fag, go for a pish, and then back for another drink, and you would just do that all night. It was like fucking, it was doing repetitions, mate, and it was boring as fuck. Like, I don't know, see me personally, I can't stand going out for a fucking, like, just going to nightclubs and go, like, see if I'm going to somewhere and there's a gig and it's actually music I want to listen to.
Wait, I've never even been to a nightclub, man.
Really?
No, man.
You're probably fucking better off for it.
Mate, I've not really done much. Swear to God, mate.
Fucking, to be fair,
I've never even been abroad or anything like that.
No,
Man,
you need to go abroad, man. You need to fucking, need to at least go to Benidorm once in your life.
Well, I wanted to go, obviously, Amsterdam and all that, because obviously just get stoned, man. Go and see,
Pretty much.
go and see shit, but no, I can't, because you need to have fucking 2 jags.
Aye, this current
there.
moment in time, aye.
Well,
I was supposed to be going to
So
Spain.
you'll want me to get 2 jags that don't work to go to somewhere, but nah, mate, you're right.
I was supposed to be having my stag do in Spain, and like I can't have it now, aye. Because like, I've not been jagged either.
Oh, you know that? See, mate, there's no fucking point, man.
I mean, like, I'm not saying there's no point to it. Like, you know, if you're old, like, it's gonna give you a hand. Like, you know what I mean? It's gonna make maybe possibly be the difference between you going to fucking the hospital and no, and if you want to take it, fucking be my guest. Just fucking leave me alone and let me do me. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, stop telling me what to do. You know what I mean? It's like,
we die when we die, man. Sick.
I know.
That's what I was like. Obviously, I've not had my jags right, but my missus has.
Aye.
And I ended up catching it. That COVID or whatever you want to fucking call it, right? I just call it a cold. You just lost your senses, right? I gave her it, and I recovered in a week, 2 weeks or something. If lost my senses, I got them back in a week, 2 weeks, and she's had her jags, and she's never recovered as quick. She took her fucking a lot longer.
Aye.
You know what I mean? I was like, it just shows you in it, man.
There's a lot of factors that come into it.
That, innit?
It is. It's the problem is
But I
there's
get it would affect older people more. Do you know what I mean? I get
the
that.
fucking a cold affects them. Like it's
People
just the
say
weakened
that,
immune
like,
system. Do you know what I mean?
Say that to me, like, aye, but all people fucking catch it and they die. Like, I know that. Like,
I'm the old.
I'm not stupid. Like, that's expected to happen. Why do you think they say fucking you better hide for the winter? No, do you know what I mean?
You better hide for the
Winter's gonna
winter.
get you.
I don't think that was the marketing campaign, but I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Right, yous old cunts. It's fucking.
Yeah.
It's September. Time to hibernate. Just put your granny in a fucking wee box outside. With a few like bourbon biscuits and that. You'll be fine till next spring, hey, no fucking will come grab you. Oh, fuck me. That's a weird thing, eh? That fucking animals just go to bed for the winter.
I wish I could fucking do that.
I know.
Go to
Tell me
bed
about
for
it.
the winter, man.
To be honest, mate, I love the winter. I love it when it's cold, eh? I don't know if it's just because I'm a fucking big fat guy and I've got, you know, I'm too warm most of the time anyway because there's a lot of insulation here.
Yeah.
But I like the winter, mate. I like it being really cold. I'd much rather be really cold than too hot, eh?
See, I don't even know, man, how I feel. Well, I'm too warm, I want to be cold, but then I get too cold, I want to be warm, and I'm pure stuck in between. Like, it's fucking annoying, man.
I suppose that's like it with anybody, do you know what I mean? If you get too cold, you just don't want to be too cold anyway. Oh, God.
But, mate, that's it.
So who do you listen to nowadays? Like, who's your, like, see if you're listening to, like, tunes and shit. Who's your, like, if you were going to, like, stick on a tune, like, what would you be sticking on these days?
So I know that sounds bad, but, you know, I don't really listen to Scottish music as much as I should.
Aye.
So,
no, mate, that's fine. It's like, if you're no, like, listening to Scottish stuff, it's...
So I just listen to, like, NF. He's, like, my biggest
Ah,
person
right,
I
aye.
would listen to.
NF's fucking
NF, Tech
minted.
Joyner Lucas, Hobson. They're probably the 4 and Snow the Product. They're probably the 5 top people.
Never listened to much Snow the Product.
Oh, she's good, man. She's fucking heavy good. She mixes our Mexican and wear raps and all, man.
Ah, right,
It's
nice.
so clever, man.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But aye, that's like, I listen to them. They're the top 5. But as I said, in Scotland, I give everybody a chance. You know what I mean?
Aye, definitely.
I heavy like Snow and that, but up for Scotland, I like Snow and Pro Focus and McCroy and
Pro
that.
Focus is good. He's so under the radar, that guy.
Aye.
Like, he's like, I've talked to him on that a few times, and his sound, and he's just, I don't know, he's just very under the radar. He's like pops his head out for a wee music video,
That's
just
the best.
slays the track, and then catch you guys.
yeah.
See, I'll be back in
Aye,
5.
That's the best way to be, but like,
Aye, just
that,
ghosting it, man.
I like that, but because see, like I was saying, NF is one. He does that too. Like he's pure quiet for ages, and then he pops out with a fucking belter of a track, and then he fucks off again, and just
Aye.
leaves you hanging, man. I'm like, it's class. I like how he's doing that, but it keeps the viewers wanting like when you're going to.
He doesn't miss either.
I know.
Him and like Token doesn't fucking miss. Did you hear that tune, Republican?
I don't even think of it as that recent.
No, I mean it's like a year. I think it's at least a year old. I think.
See, I've no actual listened to Token in a good while, man. Like, because see, he was like, I like Token, right, but his stuff was getting shite. Like,
It was getting shite.
I think the last tune I listened to Talking Deb is where he done the remixes, like where he done Billie Eilish's beats. He rapped them.
Hi Billie Eilish, and they done the Hi J Cole as well.
Hi J Cole, that's the last time I
Kenny
actually
wrote that, mate. I watched the fucking documentary of him writing that, and it was like one of his pals just vlogging him along doing it, and fuck me, mate. He made this song, like he wrote it in like 2 hours.
Really?
Recorded it in like an hour or 2, and then memorised it for the music video the next morning. Because it was Billie Eilish released a new tune. Billie Eilish had released a new tune. No, wasn't it the Billie Eilish one, or was it the J Cole one? I can't fucking mind.
How many has it done? Was it just
I think he's done like 3 or 4. I'm
done
not
3.
sure. Aye, I think it's I can't remind who the other one is. But aye, like that's just a like, I don't know, like I don't feel comfortable even recording a song until I've got it memorised to the point where I don't have to think about rapping it. so I can like work on like just like my projection, the inflections in my voice, like like putting emotion and spins on different like like different connotations on different like words and stuff, and I can't do that if I'm thinking about the fucking tune I'm rapping. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know. I mean, I suppose you get better at it with time, but
see, I'm getting better now. Like, see, memorising it quicker. I used to be fucking heavy shite at memorising songs, man. But now, I don't know. Like the one I just wrote, I keep on going through the lyrics. But see, that way when I'm not doing it, it just seems to fucking randomly pop in my head, and it just keeps playing in my head.
Do you know what a big thing with that is?
Weird, man.
What a big thing apparently. Yeah, there you go. I
only learned it like yesterday, man. Or I just kept on doing it. But mind you, I'm still fucking up while I'm rehearsing.
Aye.
Because obviously I still need to remember the bits of it and the flow changes and shit.
I heard a really good explanation of stuff like that before, and it was actually about writing battle rap stuff. Because writing battle rap stuff can be really hard because you don't have like any times you need to like. You don't need to have like. Like you can just go as long as you make your bars as long and that as much as you want. What this guy said was, if you can't remember your bars, it's probably not very good.
Oh. That's a good point. If
it's a fucking good bars, and it's like you fucking remember it. You know what I mean?
See, when I look back at my tunes, like I have actually got a good couple of stories in there that cunts will like.
Aye.
But I just don't memorise them. But I'm not going to say they're shite bars because I've not memorised them.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? But aye, man, I see where he's coming from. But because I thought that, but I can't memorise this. It must not be good. But I'm not going to.
Aye. It's like if it was like something that really did hit. It's like you wouldn't like you know what I mean. You wouldn't forget that.
See, it's hard to even think of what will hit because even though it cuts, like, every cunt's pure into fucking. I don't know, man. I don't know how.
It depends. It depends on what it is.
Like, into, like getting chased by the police and shit. And
I went fucking ham on it.
I do get it, right? I get like the struggle with the police and shit, and the stabbings and all that shit, right? But
you're not a gangster, but
you just need to mix it up. You can't keep talking about that.
Aye, like, I suppose because I suppose even if you are like selling drugs
to
and
say
shit.
that, but I'm a hypocrite because I'm the same. I know for a fact on songs that I'm talking about the same shit, but I'm just telling it in a different way. Do you know what I mean? So people can get. I'm just telling it for different points of view. The way I tell it to people. Do you know what I mean? But I find it hard to think of other shit because I don't do much. Like, I don't really get out. I don't do it, and it's hard to think about shit to talk about. Well, it's right. Do you know what I mean? That's why I find it so much harder, man.
I suppose, but to be honest, like I mean, it just depends on how introspective you want to go with it. Like I find, like one of the things I really like doing is like thinking of an actual subject, and then writing on it because I find it hard to actually write about something unless I'm trying to say something. Like I'm trying to make a point about something, or I'm trying to like you see just making a tune and just spazzing. Like I can do it. Like, and I can just, just stunt on a track, you know what I mean? And just, like, look at what I can do, like, fucking let me swing my dick about a bit. But, like, I don't know. Like, I like approaching a track and actually having, like, a subject matter coming up to it. Like, I've got a song that I've got locked and loaded for a while that I'm just waiting to have a chance to film a music video for it. It's called Mosh Pits 101, and it's basically about going to a metal gig.
Right.
Because I'm a fucking metalhead and I thought it'd be fun to make a drill, because it was my very first drill tune I ever wrote, and I was like, let's make a drill song. What will I make a drill song about? I was like, well, I'm not a fucking road man. I'm a fucking heavy metalhead. I'm a metalhead. So let's make a fucking drill tune about metal. And it fucking sounds cool, and it's like, it's just aye, well, it's just it's you know what I mean, if you've actually like, it's different. And this is one of the things that does my fucking box in, is when you hear people like, like, there was a guy recently who released a tune on Scotty Media, and the guy's a good fucking. I was Scotty Media, or it was Yona Mac, or it was one of the Scottish channels anyway. And the guy was really good rapper. In terms of voice was on key. He's, he was breathing in the right places. He wasn't like, his flow was on point. He had a good voice for it. It was mixed well. And it's just like, right, are you really as much of a gangster as every one of these other cunts that's running about with a balaclava on? Or are you just wearing a fucking balaclava, hanging about with your pals, and, you know, taking your dog for a walk? Like, I can, like, I know cunts fucking, like, you know, sit in gaffs and, like, you know, have a fucking laugh, like, you know, have a barmy and that, but it's like, mate, I don't know, like, I just can't see all of these cunts being gangsters. It's like, give a bit of authenticity. Let me find out who you are. Let me invest. Give me a reason to invest my fucking
time into you.
Aye, it's like, why should I be watching you? It's like I can go and listen to fucking the 6-7 lads do this much better than yous. So it's like, do you know? I don't know. Like,
just show face.
Aye, well, I suppose
That's the main thing, man. I don't know why they hide their identity, man. Don't get that.
I don't even think a lot of them are hiding their identity. I think they just think it. I think, like, that's what I was saying. I think it's just the aesthetic, though, mate. Like, I think it's literally just because it looks cool. Like, it visually is a visually cool look. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like tracksuits and balaclavas. You know what I mean? It looks like, I don't know what it is. It's like it's starting to be fashionable. You know what I mean? Like, you're seeing like fucking.
I don't know how that's fashionable. What's fashionable about that? I don't know.
Well, it's popular. It is fashionable.
Because you end up thinking you're going to get robbed.
Aye, I know, but it's just, I mean, I don't know. Like, I do kind of, like, I watch quite a lot of drill stuff, like, because I like drill music. Like, I really like drill music, but like, it's just, and see, this is the thing. See if you're actually listening to some of the cunts for fucking, like, you know, like for London, who are actual proper drillers.
Aye.
I'm fine with listening to that because that's real to them. And you can tell it's real. They're being fucking genuine about it, and like I mean, a lot of them is just the, you know, like tit for tat, and like you get the diss tracks and stuff. But like some of the fucking proper drill rappers who are involved in gang shit, it's like, I am cool with it. Like, if you listen to that fucking Body 2 with fucking what's his name? Rush Millions, I think it is.
Is it RD and all?
RD's on it as well. But aye, like...
Is that with Bugsy Malone and that
Bugsy Malone, aye, that one, aye.
Right.
And Tion Wayne. It's like, those cunts run with gangsters. It's like, I'm fine with it. Like, because it's like, that is their lived experience. Now, whether or not they're living that life to look cool to be a rapper, or they actually are just living that life and that's who they are, how the fuck am I ever supposed to know that? But when you see cunts for Edinburgh and Glasgow sitting about with like a pseudo Scottish accent, it's a pseudo English accent. That's what I was in that fucking Melrose challenge. I was like, load of wee cunts talking Skinglish.
Yeah, it was
like,
good. Like
it's like fucking. It's so weird. It's like, because I can tell you're Scottish, but that's not your voice. One thing I think that happened, right, is because you see the, like, and it's maybe a bit unintentional, I think, because, you know, all the other cunts that are doing it are just doing it that way, but like, I think a lot of them maybe try to rap with a Scottish accent sometimes, but they're actually like, they're delivering it in an English way, like.
Maybe that's like,
I don't know how to like how I'm like.
I think let's say like, for instance, let's say if I was still, see, because I started in American, right, and I was just changed to Scottish, American twang would still come out. Do you know what I mean? But I've managed to learn how to change it altogether. But with them, it sounds like they've just stuck with that. They've started with English, and then added the Scottish and tried to add Scottish in, but just stayed English. It's English.
It's.
Don't know about it.
I don't know what it's like. What do you do about it? What do you do about it? Because it's like, I feel like those cunts are actually getting more fucking airplay than a lot of the cunts that are just rapping in Scottish. I'm like,
see, I know for a fact if I was still rapping in an American accent, I'd be slaughtered.
Oh, aye.
Major
and like, aye.
You know, I would never fake it to make it.
Oh, 100%.
Definitely not.
100%.
That's what they're doing, mate. Basically, that's what they're doing.
Kinda though, but like, see,
they're basically doing, see, is it brains and syllable? They're basically doing what they done.
The fucking
the
two Scottish guys who pretended to be.
That's what every cunt who puts on an accent's doing. They're faking where they're actually fae. by putting on. Cunts are going to think they're from England, and then you ask them where you're from. I'm from the town. Glasgow. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know what you do about it though.
It's weird. So people are going to realise they're fake. If they're doing that, then what else are they lying about?
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's just it's like, I mean, if they're, you know, they're trying to do it in a way because they're trying to be a musician. It is it is disingenuous, and it's like, why would you listen to somebody who's being disingenuous? I don't know. It's like, here's one for you. You listen to K1.
Aye.
That laddie can fucking
he's
rap.
class, man.
He's fucking brilliant, mate.
See that, feel like I'm stuck in a bubble tune?
Feel like I was like, aye, Alfie.
Alfie, aye, that's it.
And every day is a struggle. Mate, that is a fucking brilliant song.
See, England, I think it's...
Aye.
He's tune England.
Yeah.
That's fucking class.
And that's really well done. And he is rapping in an English accent for there, and he's actually talking about how he's from England, but he's also from Scotland. He's lived in both places. I'm fine with it. You know what I mean? It's just like...
It off,
because it's fucking genuine. It's been genuine about it. It doesn't sound like he's talking pish. And... I mean, I don't know why you would talk pish about being half for England. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it'd be a weird persona to take.
I don't see a lot of cunts admitting they were for England. Do you know what I mean?
I know. His tune, fucking, what was it? The Cops and Robbers, mate.
Aye.
Mate, that's a fucking brilliant song. Aye. Man, stop with the chat now. You can never be top. I love that tune, mate. Honest to God, I've almost crashed my car fucking listening to that. Oh, I've got like a wee folder on my phone. It's called Crash Your Car Music. And it's just like songs that make you just want to punch was. Like
people go mate.
Aye, man. Oh, there's nothing better. I've done that a few times. Like, there's a band called Architect. They're a British band from Sheffield. Is it Sheffield? No, I don't think it's Sheffield. I run about that area though. And they've got like heavy fucking metal. It's like metalcore, kind of like really heavy metal shit. And like, I can't remember what song it was, but just listening to their stuff at like 6 a.m. when I was going to my work in Asda like 10 years ago, and I just remember like. I think I went into the back of somebody because I was just fucking gone mental and I forgot to break it. Like, but aye, like
having
it's mental. Aye, mate, it's just like Jesus Christ. It's mental how music can do that to you, though. Eh? Like, fucking.
I wish I stuck in at music at school though. Like, see, because I never knew I could do that shit until after I left school, man, and then it happened.
See,
you bastard.
Aye.
Why?
I was kind of like that too, though. I never picked music in
See, I picked music in school, but
no, I did pick music. Sorry, I picked music. I never picked
me up is because see when you get students who are better than you, and your teacher more appreciates the ones that are better because you can take them further, and then you get pure up with the mad the shitty stuff they learn. Oh no, it's not for me, man. Fuck you. I'm out.
I know what you mean. Yeah. It's kind of strange in like school. Like, I don't think that like the way that the education system works now. Like, see stuff like arts and stuff. Like, there should be two different types of like school. I think there should be like school for going to learn like required knowledge, which is like how to do your fucking times tables, like how to read and write. A bit of history, so you realise that, you know, like Nazis are bad. You know what I mean? Like, just a few wee things that people need to know. But see, when it comes to stuff like music and stuff, it's set up wrong. Like, I think there should be like there should be some part of schooling that should have. Like, say if somebody wanted to do music, it shouldn't be like, you know, here's a qualification, here's a thing. It's like, right, okay, let's teach you about music, and then let's see if you want to make a career out of this. Because it's like, cunts are just gone for a fucking, and you're just getting an education, and it's like, oh, well done, you've passed your higher in music, and then it's like, what do you do with that? It's like, the only thing you can do with that is go to fucking uni. I mean, I suppose you can get a wee bit of good knowledge for it and like a wee basis, but it's like, that's not going to teach you how to fucking have a career as a musician. Like, it's just teaching you fucking music theory. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I think that's fucking strange. We're at that part of the podcast now, guys, where it's battery running low time, so you might hear a wee bit of buzzing in the background. I'm sorry about this. Don't hate me. And here we go. Oh, that's fucking bad. I don't know how to... Is it the monitor? Hold on, let me see if there's any way I can kind of fix this. That might be alright. Aye, I think I might get away with that if I just have the microphone a lot closer to my face. Just gotta deep throat the mic, man. Ah! But aye. No, it's fucking...
Okay. Taxi!
No, man, fucking... it's so annoying, see, try to, like, have this set up and, like, get everything working correctly, and then, like...
Yeah.
It's brutal, like...
If I could imagine, like I said, I'm pure clueless with all sorts of music shit.
Did you ever get any, like, recording stuff? Because you were talking about buying some recording stuff and, like,
No,
stuff
mate.
actually...
I never
did you
done
get
it. I got equipment, like, I've sitting with equipment, but it's like this, actually, is it? No.
Neither.
No, it's not this. It's a
That
different one. But it's just sitting in my fucking cupboard, mate.
Just...
Unused. Not even used it once, man.
Nah,
Nah,
you
mate.
get it done, man. Was
It's
it
just because I need a laptop, man. And
Oh well,
that's the
would
only
help,
thing
aye.
I need right now is a laptop, and then I can start making my own shit. Because, like I said, I don't like relying on other people, man, because they just hold me back.
Aye, mate, fucking, I know you. I know how you feel on that. Cause I'm like that. I've got that's why I've literally got everything here myself. Like, aye, almost like all the tunes I do, I mix myself and stuff. So like, it's just
like,
kind of be us relying on anybody. Mate.
it's like other people are more concerned about other people who they hang about with. Do you know what I mean? They take
Just
more.
making money off you.
It's just like they're more into the people they're in cliques way, man. That's what annoys me. See, because that many people are in cliques, they don't really help you as much because they're too busy wanting to help their pal.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? That's
The
what
little walled gardens.
that annoys us, man.
Yeah.
That's how Scotland doesn't going to get anywhere. That's why I'll just ride my own wave, man. Like, I just want to try and collab with the best cunts in Scotland, to be quite honest. Like, that's why I put that list up. Let's see that wee list I done.
Aye.
Like, I've already spoke to all of them, apart from one. Still to speak to 6-3.
Ah, right, nice. Ken, he doesn't live far from here. Apparently, I think he stays in Bonnybridge or something. I shouldn't be like
It's
fucking
class,
saying where
man,
folk
so he
live,
is. I heard him through McCroy. Like, McCroy posted something to him, that's how I heard to him, man.
but his far north was minted.
It was, man.
That was
I
minted,
always
mate.
blast it constantly, man.
Aye.
Don't care what the neighbours think, man. I'm pure at my garden with my speaker and all that. Pure back at 10 in the morning, man. I done it yesterday too. I'm just blasting every cunt, man.
Between the hours of 8 and 10.
That's
8 and
pure
11.
shit. If that's no supporting, man, fuck goes.
That's it. That's it, mate. That's a signal, though. That's like... that's literally forcing people to listen to music. That'd be
I
pretty
don't
cool.
care,
Like,
man.
I was thinking about doing stuff like that. Like, just like, you know... going to my fucking town centre with a fucking big boombox.
Oh, mate, I'm choking to do like a video, like a music video. Like, I love the attention, man. Like, I hate, I don't know why. Like, I hate the attention. See, when I'm in crowds, I don't like it.
Aye.
But see, when I'm performing in front of a crowd, I fucking love it. It's dead weird. I don't like being in crowds, but I love being in front of them.
Aye, I
It's
get
fucking,
that.
it's so weird, mate.
I don't have a bother with being in crowds.
But
But
man. So I want to do that. Like in that Principium track, as
Aye.
far as I got was I was in a bandstand kind of thing, and people were walking around it, like just random people just looking at us and all. I was like, that's brilliant, man. They're pure like, what the fuck.
See,
But I want to get a bigger crowd. But I couldn't sort of like all looking. Like I just want to do something
that would
pure
be good.
way out of the box,
get,
man.
get into a fucking... You get into, like, Buchanan Street on a fucking Saturday, mate.
Aye. As long as I don't get robbed at it or jumped.
Aye, well, there's that too, aye. Make sure
Can't
you put
trust
that in,
anywhere
make sure
these
you put that
days.
in your pocket, she'll be fine.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Aye, man. So, like, hopefully everything on that, like, not even just that list. Like, I've got other collabs coming with other people, like McMatic and that. I've already spoke to him
nice.
and also I'm going to try and get a few shit done with him. I've already spoke to Pro and all, man. So that's who I'm looking forward to working with is Pro Focus, man.
Aye,
Because
that'd be decent.
soon as I seen his Drop, I think it was. I was like, I know for a fact me and him would be good in a track with the Flowz, the switching the
Aye.
Flowz and shit.
That'd be good, man. I'll be looking
See,
forward to
the
seeing
fact
that.
that he even like said aye and all, do you know what I mean? Like, it was like, that was good. I very appreciate that because I thought he was like, nah, man, probably not interested. Like the same way, like I thought, oh, McCroy and all, like he got in touch with me, and that just pure like blew my mind, man.
That's
Like the,
amazing.
aye, mate, like the best in Scotland's messaging me right now, man. That's mad. Like, would I even say that, man? It was like, I don't know, mate. It was dead weird. But aye, man. Hopefully, like, if that goes, like, we spoke about, like, I had already wrote my verse. Like when he said about trying, like, when I said to him about getting a track and that, and he said aye and that, I was way ahead. I wrote my verse straight away, man, and I rehearsed it pure quick. And I videoed it, like the way I done with the Melrose challenge. I done that and
Aye.
I just sent on my full verse,
Aye.
and like he was impressed with it, and he
Nice,
said
man.
aye. So, but I've not heard anything yet since that conversation, man. But obviously, everybody's busy in it, so
That's it, man.
I'm just praying, man, it does happen. And like after that challenge with Melrose today, I did say, like, if I don't win this challenge, I'm going to message him and ask him for a feature anyway.
Mate,
Do you know what I mean? I've done the same,
you
sent him my
don't
verse,
ask, you
mate.
don't get, man.
Exactly.
You
I
don't ask, you don't get. And
sent him my
that's a
verse today,
fucking...
man, and hopefully that'll happen today. Because I remember years ago, we were supposed to do a tune years ago, and that way,
Who's this? Sorry, you and...
me and Melrose,
Melrose, aye, sorry.
fucking, like, way in the beginning, but then fucking, he said, I kept on wanting to hurry up, but he was busy, and I felt like I was just pure rushing him, and then I wanted to release it, so he said to me, like, it's up to you, you can either take it your way, or whatever, and that, and I ended up fucking taking it my own way, do you know what I mean?
Alright.
Elaborating them, but so I was like, ah, fuck it, I may as well take this opportunity now, and now that both of us have progressed a lot better than what we were, do you know what I mean?
Aye, man. That's awesome.
But aye, man, everything's going to plan for some reason, but like I said, it's this
Just
money,
putting
man.
work in, mate. It's just putting work in.
It's the money, man. It's fucking
Aye.
so much. It's hard work, mate.
Pe-
Hard work.
People didn't realise just how much fucking work it goes into actually trying to be a solo musician.
Exactly, mate.
Like, especially if you're, like, making... Like, this is the thing. See if you're, like, a guitarist singing. Aye, you need to get into the studio, but you can go and just take your guitar down to the fucking shops and gig. You know what I mean? Like, there's... You want to be a rapper? The amount of cunts you need to pay for any exposure whatsoever is fucking bananas. Like, and I suppose, like, I mean, I'm trying to kind of get to the point where I'm doing it just myself, like, get to an actual proper studio and that, and like, aye, but it's a lot, man. Like, I mean, the amount of money I've spent in this studio alone, you probably wouldn't think it, but there's probably about 2-3 grand in here already, like. And the fucking this bare bones is fucking nothing in here.
I do see why it's a lot of money to just even record shit and all that because of how much it costs to buy the equipment. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I understand that.
Well, like, this microphone's a £300 microphone. Like,
But I don't know, man.
It's one of those things. It's like a lot of the times, like, genuinely, like, and it was one of the hard things for, like, because when you're learning it, like, you just start, especially, like, because when I started learning how to rap and was starting to rap and that, I was also, like, I make beats as well, and I, like, mix the tracks and stuff, like, I've got loads of stuff sitting there, it's just no, like, I've got a song there that I've, like, made the whole tune, start to finish and stuff sitting there, and that's the next one I'm going to release. But see, when you're actually trying to learn that, and, like, I was sitting there, I bought, like, a shitty, like, £30 microphone, and just no tune sounded good, and I was like, why is this? And then eventually realised, oh, it's because your fucking microphone's hoofing. So it's then, right, okay, I guess I need to fork out a bit more money if I want to actually be better.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, you want to mix things good, you need a decent set of headphones or monitors like I've got. You want to make sure the room's not reverberating, there you go, you need to go get some foam, and aye, it's so much money, man. Like, but that's the thing. It's like you're investing back in yourself, and there's definitely it's no a bad thing to start, like, you know, making sure that, like, I don't know. Like sometimes I feel weird because I don't actually like. You know, I'm absolutely fine with like spending £100 on like a month's worth of like booze, whatever. You know what I mean? Like just like getting drunk at the weekends and that. You know what I mean? But it's like I'm no like I would feel hesitant about spending £100 on a piece of equipment.
In case it wasn't good enough.
It's not if it wasn't good enough. It's because I think I'm spending money too willy nilly. But I'm more than fucking happy to buy the alcohol, and that's why is that? Why am I fucking fine with? You know what I mean? Like I could be investing in myself, or I could be like it's such a stupid way that people's brain works. Because I don't think I'm the only person that does that. Like people like rather than like I can't go and start this new fucking yoga class this month because it's £50 a month and I've just like it's a lot of money, and then you go for a night out and spend £50 for one night out and you don't think there's something wrong with that. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking strange, bro. It's really weird. Like you notice that? Yeah, it's
I'm kind of like one of the people that does that.
I'm fucking that person too. I just like mate, you've no idea. Like I go so hard, but
see the amount of shit I could have bought by now and the amount of money I spent on shite. It pure annoys me. And do you know what annoys me even more? See the fact that I know I'm doing it and I'm still continuing to do it. But that fucking bugs me even more, and there's nothing I can do about it. Because I keep doing it when I say I won't do it.
Mate, you need to listen to Sad Guru. You need to, anybody watch Sad Guru on fucking Joe Rogan the last couple of days? What he was saying is you need to be conscious in your every moment. If you're no conscious, then you're reacting. You're only reacting to things.
I need to just get it proactive. I just need to fucking don't know, man.
It's the fucking day loop, mate. You go to bed, and then you wake up, and it's a new day, and then that plan you had yesterday is a distant memory. And then you've got shit to do today. I will have a fucking drink today. Why the fuck no? Why the fuck no? And then there's a reason you shouldn't be having that drink, but you forgot about it because you went to bed and. No, it's a new day. It's fucking. That's it, mate. This is the thing. Like it's. It's really hard for us as people to not be reactionary because like all conscious beings, all we do, like people that are just like animals, dogs, anything that's like a living being, it's just trying to stay alive. We've got to a stage now as like a species where we don't have to just stay alive. We can thrive. You know what I mean?
If we don't get nuked.
Well, I mean, there's also that. You know what I mean? But like. We're at a stage now where, like, people don't really see if times are really bad. Like, people didn't have depression because it's like, are you sad? Oh, you're supposed to be fucking sad. It's a war. Like, you know what I mean? But it's like everybody's like, and the problem we've got today is that we've got too much shit and like people are too comfortable. You know what I mean? You end up feeling shit about yourself because you've no done enough, but it's because there's no a reason to do it other than the fact that your body requires you to fucking be struggling against something, be trying to get something, or be trying to overcome something, or you know what I mean, get to the next fucking checkpoint, like. And if you're just sitting day to day, just fucking sitting in the house and just got to work and I really like my work, and then I come home and then the missus is a pain in the arse, and then it's like, what are you doing? You're just existing. Like, you know what I mean? It's like people have got a requirement. Like Joe Rogan says this all the time. It's like people have got a requirement for like amount of struggle. Like each person's got like 100 units of struggle they need to do each day. It's like, right, are you gonna go to the gym and struggle 20 points there, and then go to work and struggle 20 points there, trying to do a really good job? Because if you didn't, those 20 points are going to get used up making you feel shit because you've got some type of struggle. That's right, mental struggle. I don't feel good about myself. Why not? 'Cause you're no fucking doing anything.
No self-esteem.
Aye, exactly. Fucking life's weird, mate. Life's weird. Hey, Chris. Anyway, what we sitting at? I'm in an hour 14. So, you got anything else coming up recently? You got any shows booked? Have you got anything that you're anything on the foreseeable horizon that people should be looking out for?
Apart from my music video with Morgan, which was meant to be out April, but need to postpone that again. Fucking, it's annoying, mate.
Who's
I don't even know what's happening yet. What we've got plans about it. Like, we've spoke about the video and what we want to do with the video and shit. We've just not actually found who we want to do the video.
Alright,
do you know what I mean?
Somebody to video it.
But with that's the only thing I've got coming now until obviously
Until the next thing comes round.
Basically, man, until I fucking get my finger at my arse and get this money sorted, so I can get my other tracks recorded. Because, like I said, I'm sitting on hundreds, man, like a power.
Aye.
And it's not going to just. I can't just leave them sitting there.
Aye. No, I get that.
Do you know what
Definitely.
I mean?
You need to fucking. This is the thing, man. Like, you can get a fucking cheap laptop for like £300-400.
I
Get
know.
a fucking cheap. I mean, to be honest, like.
But it's just the gigabytes and shit. You need so many gigabytes and all that. 16 gigabyte is it? You need, or 8 gigabyte or something.
You'd probably. Yeah,
see, I don't even know much.
You really want a 16 gig laptop, or if you're going to be using a laptop, a 16 gig laptop.
Aye.
You can. Like, I got away with an 8 gig laptop. You just can't run too many high powered plugins. Which plugins are like, just like things you can run your sounds through, make them sound different and stuff. Like I've got like this mastering assistant called Ozone, and like I tried to use that on my 8 gig computer, and it just the computer, like the CPU, the computer didn't have enough power to keep going with it, and it just like the computer was like going like really slow, and it just like every second it was like
jumping.
And it just couldn't keep up with it. But since I got the 16 gig one, that's been fine. But it done everything else alright. Like 8 gig worked alright for everything else. See, if you're doing in the house all the time, mate, you should look into just building a fucking tower or something. You see, like building, you build a computer. You just like.
Wait, I don't even know I don't even know how to build
YouTube,
fucking.
mate. YouTube. Just go to YouTube.
I'd blow myself up or something, man. I don't know, mate. I would. I'm pure technology and all that. I'm pure hopeless. That's why I would rather have somebody know what they're doing for me. I'm just a performer, man. Well, I just write a track and just want to get up on stage and perform it, man.
Better get a busking because you need to get a fucking recording money for somewhere then.
I know, mate. I'll get there anyway, I know.
Aye, definitely, man.
Definitely, mate.
100%.
It's not as bad as what I'm making it out to be. It's not really, man.
Oh, you gotta have a fucking. Gotta have a moan, but you know what I mean?
Aye. You definitely do, man, but it will be worth it. I know it will.
Aye.
See, where I started anyway, man, like, I started in a fucking high flat and I had a drying cupboard. Like, that's where I started, mate, in a drying cupboard in a high flat. I would hide behind the door. And I was beatboxing because obviously the echo sounded fucking amazing.
Aye.
It did, man. It sounded amazing. And then I would hear footsteps or somebody coming out their door on the landing. I would just like peek my head out and just stop and wait till they get in the lift. Go down there. I would start again, man. And as soon as I heard the lift, because I was only like 2 up, you can hear the lift in the ground floor.
Oh,
when I heard the door opening, I would stop until I see where they were going. And then I would start doing my shit again. High flat, man. But I, mate, it all paid off. Like, even the beatboxing, like, I done a battle, like the beatbox battles. Aye, man.
Nice, man. Not bad.
I had a heavy shit. I don't know, man. I think it was rigged, right? I don't know. There was no chance I was that good, right? Because I came second, so I did. Like, I was pure heavy shocked. I didn't rehearse or nothing. I was fucking in England, and I had a pure shit time in England. I had to get a coach back, a 14-hour coach back, and all that. And I was like, I wasn't going to do the battle and all that, and Big Taj says, no, you're coming and all that. So I think he
You're
felt,
fucking doing this, pal.
I think he felt a bit sorry for me, man, because like when I was battling, I think it was the semi-finals. The guy I was battling was fucking amazing. Like obviously it's by crowd cheer,
Aye.
and I got the biggest crowd cheer, but I was like, no, he won it because he was a lot better than me. I hadn't rehearsed or nothing, mate. I was going up there winging it. I was just
Aye.
see after every round, after every person, I was like, what am I going to do
You
now?
might just
Do you know what I mean?
You might be selling yourself short, you know. You don't.
I don't know, mate. But the last
You're
guy,
maybe just fucking brilliant, and you're like, I don't think I'm that good at this.
I don't know, but the last guy slaughtered me, man. In the final, man, that guy fucking, I don't know. I think his name was Poker or something like that. I can't remember. I can't remember. Pecora or something, I don't know. Pecora. I think it was Pecora, I don't know, it was a funny name, but his fucking beatboxing, man, was mental, mate. Mental.
I've been listening to like I used to beatbox back like see when I was beatboxing, like I've been so long. I'm talking like I used to beatbox like 10 years ago. Like I was watching Razel videos, mate.
Aye.
Like you're fucking, you know the four elements, the wind,
Aye.
the wind and fire. I was like all that shit. Aye, and like I can do like the wind one. I can do the wind one. The Razels thing, mate. And like I was just beatboxing back then, but see all the fucking ridiculous bass things you can hear cunts doing now. Like I can't. I like the.
See, I can't do that. I can just go ooh ooh like shit like
Yeah,
that. Do you know what I mean?
I can't do that. That's what I can't do. I don't know how to kind of. I mean, I've just.
I don't even know how I do it either.
I
I really don't. It just happened naturally, man.
I'm all like percussion, like.
Aye.
Like I'm just.
Mate, see, I like to do something like that. See, like, mate.
Making an actual, just make a tune.
Mate, yeah, we go. Remember, you're on that list.
There we go.
We've got something we could do that, man.
That would be
beatbox
cool.
rap.
That would be cool, aye.
I've been talking to do something like that, man, for ages, but they couldn't down to do it, man.
Mate,
They don't want it. It's like they don't want to be different, man.
Well, that's the thing.
It's annoying. I love uniqueness. I love uniqueness.
Do some drill beatboxing, mate. Like.
You could do fucking runners and shit, mate. Exactly.
No, fucking, it's good, man. See, this is the one thing. Like, I cannot, like, I can a tiny bit, but like, I would never do it in front of anybody as like a performance. Like, I can't freestyle rap. I find it really hard to freestyle rap, but I can freestyle beatbox.
All day.
All day.
It's just so easy to do, isn't it, man? Because
you're just listening to the patterns. That's all you're doing.
Aye,
You don't
man.
have to think about like what you're saying.
It's exactly. You're just fucking speaking words, man. Basically.
Like, see, listening to cunts like fucking. See, listening to Oddball, mate. Like.
Off that, you know.
The cunts hitting double entendres just out the wazoo. It's like. This isn't the same thing.
Like, Oddball, man. That cunt's a fucking legend, man. I love that cunt.
Absolutely love him.
I love
shout out Oddball.
He's
a shout.
Oddball,
Come on
man.
the podcast, you lovable wee bastard.
Fucking something else, that cunt. It's just so full of positivity, isn't he, man?
I know. Aye, he's just always.
I love these mad messages he does, man.
I can. It's brilliant, like it really is. He's awesome.
He's always there for cunts, man. Even though I've never even met him, man. Do you know what I mean? He's been there.
I think I've met him like twice. I seen him. I think I met him for the first time at the Bella Houston Park gig, the one where Mackenzie put on, and the Police fucking smashed it up. Because we basically had a gig in Bella Houston Park, like in the start of lockdown,
Right.
and it was just up. I don't really know Bella Houston Park, but it's up the back of the. Not actually in the middle of the park, but there's like a set of woods up next to. There's like a wee building up the top of this hill. And it was just in there, and some fucking arsewank grassed us up. So we ended up, the fucking police came up and they were like...
Usual then?
Aye, they were just like, you need to pour that out or I'm arresting you and that. And I'm like, right, okay. I just turned and they were like, you just need to get out of here now. I was like, do you know want us to clean up first? They were like... Aye, that's a good idea. And then fucking Cryptic, I think it was Cryptic, aye, fucking just jumped on the microphone and then just started freestyling fucking police stuff and that. It was funny, man.
Fuck the police.
Aye. It's people get a wrong idea about me, right? Cause see this whole fucking, see when that whole George Floyd thing came out and everybody was shouting, ACAB, ACAB, ACAB. I get a bit fucking tetchy about it because I was like, you do realise you need like somebody to like I get the sentiment, but stop saying ACAB because you need cunts to like go and hunt pedos and that. like, aye, it's a fucking, a lot of them can act shite sometimes, but you know what I mean? It's like, not all of them, it's like, not all cops are cunts, like...
Mace to them up, but...
Well, it depends. See, I think this is the different thing though. See, when I was in Glasgow and that day with the cunts at Belly Houston Park, I noticed that they were, to be fair, all wankers. But seeing like, I've normally been alright with the ones in like Livy and here. Like they're normally actually alright. But I suppose it's maybe just different.
Because they get to know you.
Well, it's a different demographic, you know what I mean? Like I can imagine, like if you're fucking, you know, sticking your, you know, your beat every day is the fucking tenements doing leaf. Like maybe wouldn't be as friendly. That'd be a hard job though, mate. Like, can you imagine that just going to your work every day and every cunt's just hurling abuse at you? And like, you're just, like you get paid what, 20 grand? It's like,
just
fuck
getting
that,
abuse.
mate.
I was saying fucking, you know how the McDonald's thing in Alloa? Did you see the bad video?
No, I seen the thumbnail for it, but I was working and I couldn't play it because I didn't want this old granny to say, what are you watching? But
I was saying to fucking pro about going up there, man. Like, we should just go up and fucking...
what happened? Well, it was like KFC or something, eh? In the fucking...
it was a KFC, man. Fucking somebody was at the drive-thru bit and asked for, I think it was something to do with the juice or something, a small or something. I can't remember what it was he said to her, but she just fucking flung all the juice all air him, man, in his motor. And she said to him something, I can't remember what she said to him, but aye, it was pure everywhere, so it is.
No, jokes
But I was
on,
like,
she's definitely not got a fucking job anywhere.
she's sacked now, I think, but I would have went, apparently it's meant to be the worst KFC about, man, or something in Scotland.
Really? And Alloa? Alloa's like...
Is it Alloa? I don't know if it was Alloa.
It was Alloa.
I
I seen it because Alloa's just round the corner, eh? It's just like, see the bridge, the Kincardine Bridge is
It's
just
not
there.
a fucking a main attraction. Every cunt's got to go to KFC to get abuse.
Aye, I know.
It's like you get. I'm sure there's a mad shop in America. Like, I'm sure I've seen a video of a shop in America.
Aye, there's
you
a
go
restaurant.
there and they get
aye.
slaughtered. No.
Aye, that's the actual. Yeah, I've heard of that. And
Aye, man, it's like the
seen
KFC
videos.
in Alloa.
What do you want for dinner, you fucking cunt?
Aye, man. Imagine going there getting pure fucking leaving there heavy fucking suicidal, fuck's sake, man. Imagine that, man. Having a pure good time, you go in there, get slaughtered, and you're pure depressed because you couldn't take it.
No, but I don't think they're being like. I don't like. They're probably just calling you like stupid names, like you know what I mean, like you fucker, or like you know you like I don't know, like they're not going to be like. You know, hitting you really where it hurts. She's like,
You know how you be napkins and all that, fling napkins and all that earlier, didn't they?
see that'd be fun, but it's like, see if they
But
start
like, I was saying this,
mocking
like,
your
my
fucking
missus was saying
thing
this.
like that, that'd be a bit harsh, but
I know. I know, but imagine having to clean that all up, man, like the next day, man. Like, all the napkins and all the floor, having to clean that every day. Because I'm doing that every day, but I don't know.
I bet you'd have got a big fucking mop, mate.
Must have a good
Aye.
fucking cleaning system, man.
See, in Asda, we used to have this stupidly big mop, and it would like it was almost like it worked like a set of scissors. So you could have it normally, but you could open it up and it would go like fucking 20 feet across, so you could just sweep like 20.
Aye,
It
I can't remember what they're called. We had one of them. I used to work in Poundland, so I did. And we had one.
You get one of them, it'd be sorted.
I was driving a bit with it. Did the use man, like, ooh. Get it done quicker, man. Fucking hated that job.
Aye. It's fun to see you have shitty arse jobs though.
Oh.
And like, you'd have some banter in them though, because you don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah, you have a banter with the people you work with, man.
Aye.
But it's always the manager that's the arsehole in it.
Aye.
I fucking broke down in Poundland, man, because of my manager. Like, I couldn't hold, my anxiety was so bad, man. There was a queue, right? Two was a queue, right? There was only one of his own, which was me, and the other two were in the back, and they were counting money or something. Well, one could have came and helped me, you know. Well, one still was counting the money, do you know what I mean? But none of them done it, and I was made it to be the bad one because I was moaning at the manager to come and help me because there was about fucking 6-7 people waiting in a queue, or you could see in their face, mate, they were waiting there for about 10 minutes and my till was fucked.
That's fucking
my
bad
till
crack,
broke
man.
down, man, or something. I can't remember what happened to my till, but I needed them to come and help us because I
That's
couldn't do it.
fucking bad crack.
Like, you know what, fuck you. I quit, and then she fucking said that I was in Sunday and all that, and then when I checked it, she said I was a no-show. No, in fact, she said I was meant to be in on Sunday and put no-show, but I wasn't even meant to be in on the Sunday. on the rota. Do you know what I mean? So
did
she was
they-
being an arsehole with
Did they
it. But
withhold your fucking pay then? Your holiday
no, I
pay?
got all that. I got all that.
It's got to say because I would like I don't know like sometimes you'll see cunts doing shifty shit like
They
that.
do that to me. I'd have to go. Fuck's sake.
Aye,
Fuck.
fucking I've had a few fucking moments like that.
Aye, but man, it was fucking brutal. I think that was, like, apart from the people in there, that was probably the worst job I've had.
Aye, fuck's sake.
Everything worth a pound septu. Fuck's sake.
Oh fuck me, man.
Aye, mate. But
God. Right, well, listen, I think that's us. We're almost actually. We've got 3, 2, 1, and then that's us at an hour and a half right now. So listen, thanks very much for coming in,
cheers
man.
for
It was
having
good
us,
to meet you. We definitely are going to get a fucking tune done. That's going to be fucking on the horizon.
aye,
definitely.
definitely.
Where can everybody get you? If,
YouTube.
Your
That's
YouTube.
it,
What's your?
man.
You got a YouTube channel? You got a SoundCloud.
I've got a YouTube channel, but see, try to find it. So what got one out soon.
Cool.
But I just
excellent.
get us on Insta and YouTube, Facebook.
And how can they get you? What's your name on Insta?
Flowz. No, just Craig. Craig Boyce. Aye.
Craig Boyce.
Craig Boyce.
There we go. Flowz420, ladies and gentlemen. Catch you later. Peace.